David says Michelle always makes him break.
She's a tease. She like starts, kissing on my neck and starts to get hot and heavy. Quit, stop.
But her blind date
We never left the house.
got a first night green light.
I understand why you're jealous.
I'm not really jealous though.
Meanwhile, David's blind date
This girl was like too good to be true.
Oh, that's so cheesy.
drove him wild with her style.
She was wearing this nice, sexy little shirt.
And I know I have nothing to worry about.
Now, will he be fine with her stop signs
She's a tease.
or have a change of heart?
Thank you very much. I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. Today's couple went to grade school together, but she wasn't interested in the chubby boy in her class. However, years later, she saw him at a party, and he'd gone from chunky to hunky, so she slipped him the number. Now, that was a year ago, and they've been partying together ever since. Please welcome David Zimmerman and Michelle Fonseca. Welcome. Now, Michelle, let me start with you, and let's talk about David for a second. What is it that makes him different from most guys?
David shows his affection. He's not afraid to show his affection around his friends and his family, and he's a great cuddler.
That's good. You like that? Okay. Now, David, she's praising you on your affectionate side. And tell us something that's praiseworthy about her.
She's a very classy girl. She's very personable. I mean, I can put her in any situation. I can put her in front of my mother and my father, and I know I can, rely upon her to, handle herself very well. Or I can be with my friends, and she'll just relax and
she
have
can
a good time.
hang.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good. Now, I understand the situation came up, though, a couple weeks ago. It was, Michelle, he ran into an old girlfriend. How did he handle that?
He let her kiss all over him and didn't do anything about it.
David.
Okay, you know what?
No.
We were at a club, we were outside, he was inside, his ex-girlfriend came over.
That's not
and
true.
They were dancing and she kissed all over him. He didn't do anything
That's
about
not true.
it.
And you never stopped her.
No, that's not true. Yes, I just totally stopped it. As soon as she kissed me, I was like, I have a girlfriend. I can't do that.
You could have not put yourself in that situation where that can happen. You didn't
What?
do anything
But no,
about it.
I was in a dance club. You dance. You dance. No, you dance with other girls. You have a fun
dance
time.
with
She
guys,
wasn't
but
in
you
there.
know what? When
I was
there's an
having fun. I was
ex-boyfriend
killing
there.
time.
All right, so now this could be a problem. So, Michelle, what do you do now when he goes out without you?
I worry that he's gonna cheat on me. I worry that he's gonna
No,
be.
I can't. No. She doesn't have to worry about that because she pages me all the time. She pages me like
Beep, beep, beep.
But as soon as I go out, as soon as I'm there, I see her all the time. I have
I'm
to call her.
worried he's gonna
Hi, how
get
you
into
doing?
temptation,
Whatever.
Right.
and then he's gonna have some girl around him.
Her
and then
confidence
I'm,
has been shaken.
Right,
Sure.
and
but-
I'm worried that he's not gonna have his
Okay,
self-control.
but at the same time, she goes out with her friends. I don't call her. I let her have a fun time. But then afterwards, she like totally makes it like, oh, I went out with my boyfriend. You
How do
like
you,
that?
how do you
You like
expect me to
that,
have? How do you
I
ask
think we understand that. But, David, is there anything about Michelle, though, that makes you think about straying?
She's a tease. That's the one thing about her. I mean, she knows my weaknesses, and
You know what? I get the pleasure out of it, so I'm not that worried.
But no. She knows my weaknesses, and like when I'm in the car, whatever, and she like starts, kissing on my neck and starts to get hot and heavy, and then she totally lets me go, and I'm just all aroused and like, quit, stop. I was like, what's up with that?
I have my fun and I have my cake and eat it too, so you know what? I'm not that worried.
Oh, okay.
Now, Michelle, what should David do to actually get you in the mood, though?
David needs to get his head out of his ass and try to be more romantic.
Oh my God. Please don't even go there.
I need flowers, candlelight. I need massages.
I do that.
All my ex-boyfriend gave me massages, and you know what?
I give her.
Come on, you're coming up short, David. What's going on?
I give her a full body massage.
No,
all
it's
the
a
time.
sports rub down, like pinched my neck twice, and that's it.
No. What have you done for me? You wash my feet.
I'll rub your
No, she
dirty
rubs
feet.
my feet once.
After
All right,
they
now
finish-
wait, now David, I
I had
understand
to
that.
go
Wait, hold
wash
on,
my
David,
feet
because I
and-
understand that Michelle's actually good at the fighting part in this relationship, but at the making up part, totally not there.
Oh no, she is so annoying. I mean, she makes these. She'd rather make faces than say she's sorry.
I'd rather
'Cause,
make a face than
you
say
refuse,
something mean.
You will never hear her say I'm sorry. Ever.
Ever. Okay.
And
Now, Michelle,
she'd rather make annoying faces than and that just makes
But,
me
you know,
more.
that's
Wait, Michelle, let me
for
ask
saying
you
that
this
I'm
question. Is there anything that David does that he actually deserves an apology for?
David needs to stop scratching himself. It's every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, David scratches himself.
No,
Now,
I position myself because I gotta have
when it's
myself
every 5 minutes,
very comfortable.
I'm not worried about.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not worried about his package, but if it's every 5
Now, wait a
minutes,
Be
minute.
comfortable when I'm going.
Hold on a second.
I gotta be
Hold
very
on a second,
comfortable.
David. Because when Michelle first told us about this, you guys did your 9-minute interview at Change of Heart with our producers. We went back and took a look at the tape. So we'd like you to also take a look at that. And I'm amazed at your techniques. Here we go. Take a look. Watch this. As we zoom in, there's one. There's another sneak attack. Slide. There's the front on. There's the oops. Here's the two-handed. finger sneak. And that's in 9 minutes.
Hey, you know what? Hey.
There you go.
Hey.
All right.
It's all good. It's all good, you know?
Now, let me ask you.
It's all good because you know what? Girls like it, so you know they always come back.
If it's
So
every
you know what I'm
5
saying?
minutes, I'm thinking that there's
I
a
know.
problem I might need to know about. Not that like.
Now, Michelle, if you're so worried about him cheating on you, why tempt fate and do this?
Because I want to see if he's going to be able to handle himself and have self-control. This is like the final conclusion. It makes me, you know, confident that, you know, I'm not going to be suspicious anymore, and that he can handle himself when he's put in a
Right.
situation.
So this is the last big test for him.
But the thing is that I really haven't done anything to make her feel like that. But
Well, she doesn't see it that way, so we're going to see how it all turns out.
right.
Now, up next, find out why Michelle insisted on 2 dates instead of 1. Stay tuned for those details. We're here with David and Michelle. Now, Michelle complains David spends too much time scratching himself or itching for other women. So we've dug up a guy who says his fingers only do the walking on his girl. Please welcome Barrett Randell. Barrett, let me ask you this about the first phone conversation that you had with her. Were you kind of impressed with her at that point or not?
Totally impressed. The first thing she said, her favorite movie was Star Wars.
you wearing that because you got it from the Armor Surplus store or something like that.
Right. Got an itch? Anyway, no, she said her favorite movie was Star Wars. Her second favorite was Animal House. She loved beer, everything. Perfect woman. How
Like
about
party
that?
girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy girl. It's great.
And Michelle, it sounds like he was obviously into you before you even saw each other. What about when you first saw him?
When I first saw him, I thought he was.
Did his nose get in the way?
No, you know what? Actually, I thought he was very good looking, and when he made eye contact, and when I saw his blue eyes, I completely melted.
You like that? And Barrett, what about you with the perfect woman fantasy? Did she live up to that?
Absolutely. She's got an athletic body. That's exactly what I want. Great hair, beautiful skin. I'm a big skin guy. She's
It was
great
all
looking girl.
working for you. And David, what about you? Any problems with her appearance?
No, I think. Oh, her nappy weave. I mean, she has long hair. No, she has long hair, and like it gets in the way. Like, I mean,
This is
like,
not a weave. You can pull it
It's
out.
so natural. Come
Yeah,
on.
you know, I like to. She has really poofy hair, and I like to like be very like seductive, and I like to like kiss on the ears.
Okay,
But I-
porcupine. Fine.
I don't know what all that's about.
But I get it.
Barrett, I understand you guys went to play paintball. So what about on the way there? Were you enjoying her company?
The conversation was great. Every question I asked, she had the perfect answer to. She was so funny. It's good stuff. Perfect girl.
Now, Michelle, what about when you guys got out in the paintball field? Did the fun continue?
The fun continued. He was kind of wearing this bandana that looked like Laverne and Shirley, but he was in commando form, and I was in war mode. So I was kind of like, oh, Barrett, you know, kind of put my head down. He was kind of a little feminine on the paintball field. But that's okay, okay because we had a great time. We had lots of fun.
Good. And Barrett, what did you think about her in war mode?
Oh, it was awesome. She got all serious all of a sudden. It was fun. She
was
was
hardcore.
She kicked my ass. It was ridiculous.
Dude, took you down, huh? Good. Now, Michelle, how about David if you beat him at something? How does he react?
Okay, Drama King over here would be so pissed off. He would probably accuse me
but
of
I never lose, so.
Okay, he never challenged me. He would probably think I was cheating. He would throw something across the room.
So throw a fit.
Oh, he would throw a temper tantrum.
All right.
He
That's
wouldn't
kind of
talk
funny
to me
because
for
I've
an
never
hour.
brought up cheating with her before. But
That's something else, I guess. So, Michelle, after you're done paintballing, you had an evening ahead of you. How'd you get all spruced up?
Well, we had reservations by the beach, a little romantic little restaurant, and so we went back to his house.
romantic, what, like $10 a plate?
No, actually, it was a little more than that.
Oh, okay.
So you went back to his place?
We went back to his place, and we showered and got ready there.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that was good.
And Barrett, how about that transformation from war mode to evening attire?
It was unreal. Her hair was down, and she had a nice dress on. Very classy, very sexy girl.
Yeah, like that. So, David, Barrett keeps raving about Michelle's body. Does she compliment you or rave about yours?
No, she makes fun of me. She always pokes my sides or
never
like
make
pinches
fun
my
of
nipple.
you.
She always
I
pinches
never
my
make
nipples.
fun
I mean, she thinks I have big breasts, so like she like
He's
pinches my
got big
nipples.
nipples. I mean, they're like out there. I mean, it's like
It's
they're
horrible all the
pinchable.
time.
What can I tell you?
She can, and she never compliments me on my body.
Okay,
Oh,
now
that's-
Barrett, all along, Michelle's been rather impressed with everything. Did she score some more points over dinner?
Oh yeah, we laughed the whole time. She talked about how much she partied, and I like to party, and I finally think I found someone who could keep up with me. I was amazed.
Oh, party partner there.
That's
Now,
good.
Michelle, you spent an entire date with Barrett. You hung out for a long time with him. Any excessive scratching going on his part?
No,
No?
scratching, not even once. If he did, it was so indiscreet. I didn't notice. No one else did.
Okay.
It was great.
So, Barrett, you just told us that she could party with the best of them. Did you guys have plans? Did you get to see her in action or not?
Yeah, well, she that night and night ended a little early. We were both really tired from paintball. It was a rough day, but
Day, huh? You got your ass kicked all the time, huh?
oh, it was fun. I understand why you're jealous.
Oh, really?
It's
I'm not really
okay.
jealous, though.
It's
For you? Oh, I don't
right.
have anything to worry about.
So,
okay.
so Barrett, were you a little disappointed that things sort of ended quickly there?
I was really disappointed. We were supposed to meet up with some of my friends. I was really excited to show her off. It would have been great for them to see her, but
Because you look like a ferret. You have to show off something.
Now, David, you were called a porcupine earlier there by your own girlfriend, so I don't know about those comments. Okay.
Yeah.
So things ended early.
lots of guys are insecure. It happens. It's okay, bud. Anyway, no, we went out and we decided that we were going to meet up again the next week. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you were making plans. And David, did you know that Michelle was asking for date number 2?
Yeah, but I really didn't mind.
You don't think it'll ever happen anywhere? Okay, he's pretty confident about that. Now, Michelle, what about you? Were you excited that you thought maybe there'd be a second date?
I was so excited. We were gonna go out and have some drinks, except we never left the house. We popped open a bottle of champagne and sat there and had a bottle of champagne and laughed and talked for a long time.
Right?
Yeah.
A whole lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Now, Michelle, you spent 2 nights with Barrett. Any ideas of whether or not you could trust him?
I could totally trust Barrett. He was in the moment. He didn't have a wandering eye like someone I knew. And you know what? It was great. We connected and we had a great time laughing the whole night.
Very nice. And
Yeah.
Barrett, by chance, did you end up spending the night there?
No, it ended and we gave her a hug and I went home.
Yeah.
It was.
Very sweet and innocent. Yeah.
Okay, well, a nice little ending to the second date, I guess. Next up, find out why David's date gave in to the urge to slip into something more comfortable. Stay tuned for those details.
She was wearing this nice, sexy little shirt with these nice pants. I mean, she was looking really good.
Then I said he was welcome to stay over if he wanted to.
Welcome back to Change of Heart. It's time to meet David's date. Now, David, why don't you tell us what exactly you were looking for when you came into the Change of Heart offices in the blind date?
When I came in, I wanted a supermodel type, tall, blonde hair, blue eyes, very sexy, very nice legs, but very nice girl.
All right, that's what was on your wish list. Let's see if we were able to make his dreams come true. Please welcome Megan Miller. Hi, Megan. Good to see you. David. All right, have a seat. Now, Michelle, I saw a big eye roll there and shaking your head. What's the matter?
I'm not worried.
Oh, okay. Didn't take much, did it? No. So, David, what do you think? How'd we do granting your request?
Oh, beautiful. I mean, I was blown away. I could not have asked anything more. I went to her house. I was expecting what I got, and I just had to take a step back because she was blonde-haired, so beautiful.
You're like, yeah. Okay, good to hear.
The Latin flavor.
Now, we know that she looks like her, ideal woman, but what about the initial phone conversation when you first started to talk to her? What was that like?
She had the most sexy voice. I mean, she was, not only that, I mean.
Sex voice.
Yeah, not only that, but she was so enthusiastic and so, it sounded like we wanted, she was excited about the date and just totally, made me very comfortable and really excited that I even forgot the directions to her house because I was so excited.
So, Megan, David was obviously excited, and were you as enthusiastic and excited?
I couldn't wait to meet him. As soon as he called from the corner saying he was coming up, my roommate and her boyfriend and I snuck out on our patio and we were kind of spying on the cars coming in. And as soon as we saw his, we ran inside so we wouldn't know. But
you didn't want to be too obvious.
That's
So
right.
materialistic, aren't we?
And Megan, what about at first sight when you saw him and he came up to the door? What'd you think?
Well, I looked through the peephole and I thought, oh my gosh, it's Mark McGrath. And I got really
Sugar Ray?
excited. Yeah, from Sugar Ray.
Like, oh my God.
So, Megan, I understand things got off to a little bit of a late start. Did it take a while to get the conversation going?
Not at all. It just took a few minutes to realize how much we had in common, our family backgrounds, our values. Everything was great, and we talked the whole time.
Very nice. Now, David, all these similarities when you're heading to dinner, you're talking, you're feeling really comfortable at this point?
Actually, no, I was very nervous. I mean, this girl was like too good to be true. I mean, she's everything I wanted. She's so intelligent. I mean, she really can handle herself well. I was just completely nervous.
Right. And now, Michelle, have you ever heard those words from David? Too good to be true?
Oh, that's so cheesy. So cheesy.
Yeah, well, you know.
But it sounds like he's being kind of sincere.
Yeah. Well,
I doubt
with
it.
her, you kind of have to be, you know.
Okay, a whole different thing going on there. Now, David, earlier you said Michelle never admits when she's wrong. What about with your date? Did you get the same feeling that she would be different?
No, she would never do that. I mean, she's way too intelligent for that. She would never lower herself to, you know.
Too intelligent.
You know, she was the type of person that would, you know, say she's sorry and move on and, you know, be intelligent about it. And
right. Now, David, when you were hanging out with Megan, did you bring up Michelle at all?
Actually, no. Actually, when we were at dinner, I didn't want to talk about it just because I wanted to get to know her better.
But you knew that was on your mind the whole time, so you know what? That's all right.
But you did come up with the conversation, so. Okay. Megan, so it sounds like things are actually getting off to a good start. Did it stay that way the rest of the date?
Well, I just turned 21, so he was going to take me out dancing, and we got down to Sunset, and we pull up, and the place was the one place my friends had said, I really hope he doesn't take you there. So
Oops.
I was a little bit apprehensive, but
What did they warn you about the place?
they just said it was a little bit cheesy.
Oh.
So
Did any girls come and kiss up on his neck while you were on your date? Because he has a habit of doing that.
No, actually.
no, nobody came up. It was just the two of us.
One-on-one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so when you got there, was it not crowded, or what was it like?
There was nobody there, and the music wasn't that great, and we were a little bit apprehensive. I really, really wanted to go dancing with him, but I think it would have been kind of uncomfortable because there's nobody else on the dance floor.
Yeah. So, David, did it sound like that was kind of a bust? Did you call it a night there, or what did you do?
No, we actually went back to her place.
Okay. Probably not a bad move. And what was in store for you back at her place?
Actually, when we got back, since we were so comfortable and the day was going well, she actually slipped into her pajamas. She was wearing this nice, sexy little shirt with these like nice pants. I mean, she was looking really good.
Very comfortable. I would
Very
understand that.
comfortable, yeah.
Now, Michelle, you said earlier that you had a problem trusting David. How are you feeling right now?
I'm still pretty confident about myself, so I'm not worried.
Okay. Very good. You're confident about yourself, but it was him we're worried about.
I know how I look in lingerie, and I know how he reacts, and I know that I have nothing to worry about.
With her in her pajamas. Okay.
You know, she
Megan?
probably had the footsies on her pajamas. So
I don't know about that. But, Megan, how are you feeling at this point in the evening?
We had a great time, but we were both really tired. We'd had long days at work, and I was leaving to catch a plane the next day, so I was going to go ahead and go to sleep, and I said he was welcome to stay over if he wanted to.
So, David, here you are with an invitation for a sleepover. Did you take her up on the offer?
No, actually, I didn't want to ruin anything, so we had a hug and I went back home.
So it ended that way. Very nice. All right, now David decided not to spend the night with his dream date. Next, he has to decide his future with Michelle. Find out what he says next. With David and Michelle. Now, Michelle brought David here because a situation with his ex made her question his loyalty. Does she feel more trusting after his date? Let's find out what their future is going to be. Okay, Michelle, we're going to start with you. A year in anybody's relationship is a long time to invest in somebody, but you guys are having some problems, so we sent you out with Barrett. You guys had a really good time. You found that you were party compatible. You had a second date, champagne, the whole works. What's your decision?
Well, I realized I can trust myself and I can trust David, and that's where I should be. So
you say stay together. All right, Michelle. Barrett, sorry things didn't work out for you. Let's see what David has to say, because Michelle wants to stay with you, David, but we sent you out with Megan. You couldn't say enough great things about her. You were just raving about her. You didn't get to dance, but you guys, get to hang out. And you saw her in her pajamas.
Yeah.
What is your decision?
Well, I went out with my ideal woman, but, she was running through my mind the whole time, so.
Stay together. Okay, Megan, sorry things didn't work out for you. Well, David, Michelle, hopefully now you're over those loyalty issues and you'll be a little bit more confident and comfortable in your relationship. That's our show for today. Thanks to Barrett and Megan, and good luck to David and Michelle, and we'll see you next time on Change of Heart.
After our show, everyone was itching to talk.
I was so embarrassed. I couldn't even look at it. I swear to God.
when the tape started rolling, I was dying because it just proved my point.
I do that too, but never on camera or, in front of people. I discreetly scratch.
But David and Elizabeth laughed it off. And they've just celebrated a year together with a big anniversary dinner.